All right, ready?
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
The third era is one of peace. Here we see Sith, the great and mighty microcosm of life in the 𝘏𝘪𝘨𝘧𝘐 star system, home to monsters and mortals alike. Around it, encircling the planet in a ring of stone, is the grand halo of 𝘏𝘪, also known as the Ring by those who see it curve across the skies above them. And here, this speck of land in the ever-expanding universe is where we start our story. Welcome to Sihonos, the city of thieves, a huge, bustling settlement of pickpockets, gangs, and merchantry of anything and everything you could wish to get your hands on. Brick and stone buildings lined with tile or thatch roofs stack upon one another in a chaotic climb, towering over thin alley streets where our tale begins. The city is rife with danger and intrigue, each of you here by circumstance of your personal travels. We find you all resting respectively in the last drop, the tavern sign painted eloquently with the visage of a man on a gallows holding a mug with a nervous expression and a noose around his neck. The beds are padded and comfortable, the rooms clean and well kept, and each of you are turned in for a restful night. As Eden's glow casts silver shadows upon Sihonos' towering buildings, the looming curve of the ring casts a blackened, light-speckled streak across the night sky. Sleep comes to you as well as it can. However, in the thralls of your slumber, 4 silhouettes stand on the edge of a blackened cliff face, staring out over a starry ocean. Lit in the glow of Eden, Sinza, can you describe what your character looks like to us, please?
God damn it, you can start with me? Fuck! I guess the easiest way to describe Sinza would be there is a familiarity of satyr to them. This goat, deer type form that stands between 6 and 6.5 feet. 2 sets of large horns, one that creeps forward and up, adorned in these almost golden cuffs, personally made to them. They have these striking orange and red eyes that seem to look through a person instead of upon. Dressed rather casually, a low button blouse, a pair of simple pants, no shoes, where you see a set of goat-like hoofs protruding beneath. She has a kind face, a few fangs kind of slipping past her lips, and adorned on her back is this large axe. It's almost as tall as she is, this long staff that supports the silver blade. And she stands with almost a casual appearance, like nonchalantly looking forward.
Lyre, would you like to describe what your character looks like to us, please?
Sure. Standing at about 5'10", you see a slim 𝘞𝘰𝘭𝘮. The snake-like skin which is a beautiful white that cascades to almost a turquoise blue with a set of scales along his forehead and down the ridge of his nose. Piercing through the night is his 2 sunset gold-like eyes with a shock of white hair with black highlights through it, wearing rather simple yet eloquent black clothing with a red cape over his shoulders, with very simple yet beautiful jewelry adorned around his neck as well. And strapped to his waist is a rather large, rather thick leather book.
Kaiden, would you like to describe what your character looks like to us, please?
Yeah. Kaiden is about 7'2" tall, kind of just this hulking barbarian with this very light patch of fur around his body. There's like boar skin. It like mixes in with the skin to like a boar hide. Big tusks, and he has like lots of tiny scars covering his body, and then like a big gash across his face. Very kind of like prominent green eyes, like lime. And he has a big axe that's just like this knotted root of tree vines that's just been like, looks like it's been shaped for this purpose, with some jagged kind of metally rock that's just a chipped away kind of axe that he has. And he's just kind of covered in moss and leathers and furs.
And last of all, Ymir, would you like to describe what your character looks like for us, please?
Ymir, unlike the rest of the party, stands at a very little 5'2". She has pale skin, and because she is an Asmoth, she has a set of, believe double irises, golden eyes that are almost eerie looking. She has sort of chopped, long black hair that's a bit uneven, and she wears a sort of rough, sort of mismatched looking set of black plate armor that looks roughly put together. Yeah.
Each of you gaze upon one another. To those of you with more limited sight, you can see in black and white, but you can see clearly. This group of strangers entwined together in the realm of dreams. You look out upon the vast sea before you, toward an unfamiliar moon, to see a similarly stood group of 4 figures stood upon the waves as if it were solid ground. The figures are hominid, for the most part humanoid, but they're too far away to clearly make out many details. One whose figure shifts between 100 beguiling faces. One whose body is long and hunched like a wild beast. One whose eyes pierce the darkness with a bright blue glow. And one whose limbs are elongated with a branch-like structure jutting out of them in a chaotic mess. You watch each one of them raise a hand, and one by one the ocean begins to roil beneath them. Tendrils raise from its surface, breaching the brine and stretching up, sparking like synapses firing, like flame through blood vessels. They burn holes in the dream like fried reel of film. You watch Sif bleed. You hear her screaming. You watch the end. You can feel it too. And you wake, sweat-ridden. The morning comes with a peaceful chirp of birds outside your respective windows. What are you guys up to?
Are we all in our own separate rooms?
If you check the map, you are indeed.
When it loads. Well, if that's the case, I'm just gonna sit up and sort of wipe the sweat off of me. Just gonna grab my book and open it up and sort of just like write down the details of the dream and just sort of write what I can recall and remember.
And the rest of you?
I think Sinza kind of sits up, panting. Not unfamiliar to nightmares, but this one ran a chill up her spine that she hasn't felt in a while. She kind of like her clawed hand kind of darting around in her bed to find where her axe is sitting against it and kind of grips it for some like form of stability. She's kind of darting her eyes in the shadows, eventually kind of settling herself with a few kind of simple words to herself. And I think she's actually going to slowly make her way from her room to kind of push herself from what whatever just happened, and make her way to Kaiden's room if possible.
You can open the doors if you just click on the little door symbol.
There's our
and have a
door
look around.
symbol! Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, that's so cool.
You close the door, Dex. You open the door and close it again.
He's confused. Doesn't normally
Okay.
use doors.
It's not used to doors.
He doesn't use doors. He's
Okay,
basically
he's
got
just
up. Was like,
clawing
that
at
was
the
a
door
weird.
like,
Oh, thank God, that was a
"Help me."
dream. And he's like, okay, it's not real, so it's fine.
What's up, Jade?
Who's next? Would Ymir know who was in the room next to her?
No. Not currently.
So, like, wouldn't know if there's like a party member near me at all. Like, they weren't staying in a room near me or at all.
You had not travelled here with them. So they are a bunch of strangers that you saw in your dreams. You can leave your room and have a look around if you'd like, or if you want to stay put, you're also welcome to do so. So Kaiden
So
and
we saw each other in the dream.
Yes.
Okay.
You've never met. Other than Kaiden and Sinza, who travelled here together,
Okay.
the rest of you do not know each other.
We're just gonna open the door, sort of climb out of her bed, open the door, and just try and look around, sort of taking in the sights. And she'll stand by her doorway with, like, hand still on the doorknob, just sort of like that.
Taking in the sights of very little, you can't see very much.
It's a thought that counts.
Caden's just kind of peek at the door. He steps out and just looks around.
You can see
And he
Sinza
kind
in the
of
doorway.
goes back. Oh, he's okay. He's just about to go back in. He's like, oh, and no one's up.
Make
All right.
awkward eye contact, and then you just
Yeah.
disappear.
It's just, I'm going back to sleep.
Kaiden.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. I forgot. I need to close doors. Right.
Come here. Come here.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How'd you sleep?
I had a bit of a weird dream, but
Yes. Yeah, same actually.
it's fine. I've got weird dreams all the time. Like, I don't think that. But,
So what happened in the dream?
right. So there was like these 4 other people, and you was there, and there was.
Uh-huh.
I have trouble remembering this.
Just think really hard. Use that big brain of yours.
I know there was someone that was blue.
Ooh.
So someone blue. There was someone with, I think, armor, black armor.
Uh-huh.
And these kind of other weird silhouettes with long arms and something like the sea boiling, and
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember much else.
You're doing great,
I
sweetheart.
remember the earth cracking or something like that, but
The
like,
earth cracking.
something along those lines. I thought, oh, maybe I could use cure wounds, but
For the
I think it was too big.
Maybe.
Maybe, I don't know. Like, maybe I thought it would just cure it.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Why
But-
not? Let's go with that.
Okay.
Okay. I think we had a similar or the same dream.
Nah. I don't
I
think so.
mean, I may have seen the same thing as you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Like,
He's gonna
4
pinch himself
silhouettes.
just to see if he's still dreaming. Oh no. Okay. Maybe.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
4 silhouettes, boiling sea, spooky figures. It all sounds very familiar.
That's weird.
It's a bit unusual.
Do you think it's magic?
I do not know. Possibly. Some kind of spooky magic. Can I make a perception check and see if there's any, like, lingering figures around the bar that look extra spooky?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. I didn't get any dice out. Oh, it's good. Perception. Dirty 20.
Okay, so as you kind of look over the bar, you can see behind the counter is the person who had let you in last night. They're a harpy Elenian, so very brightly coloured blues and oranges. You vaguely remember them being called 𝘏𝘪𝘨. They're covered in feathers. They've got sort of feathers sprouting from the bottom of their shirt, sort of winged arms, and they seem to be cleaning a glass and chatting to a dwarf who is hopping between tables. There doesn't seem to be anyone particularly odd in here. There's a half-orc who is eating a full plate of breakfast. You can hear a kobold and one of the lizard folk down just on the balcony below you, who are excitedly chatting to each other about what they're getting up to today. But other than that, it seems like it's pretty empty.
I think after kind of scanning the bar, she slowly looks back to Kaiden. No spooky people detected so far.
I didn't see anyone.
Well, should we get some breakfast maybe? Maybe it'll help clear our heads.
Yeah, no. Do we have to pay for that as well?
That's fine, I've got you.
Oh, okay. I don't get it.
You can trade
I
me
can't
in
trade
soap
for it?
later, it's fine.
Okay. Mm.
Ymir and Lyre, can you both roll me perception checks, please? Ymir, because this is based on hearing, you do not have disadvantage.
Natural 1.
You are far too focused on writing.
Hell yeah. First roll of the campaign, by the way. Love that for me.
Yum.
Perception, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
19.
19. You've also got your door open. You're listening to these two chat, talk about this dream. Matches pretty much exactly up to what you saw. And the fact that they're nattering directly next to your door is kind of hard to ignore.
Ymir's going to take that into account. Ymir is going to sort of think back about the dream. And then she realized she's more terrified of the new people than of the dream because she's had really weird dreams before, so just sort of close the door. Alright. Keep it cool. Act natural. Don't freak people out. Focus. And she'll sort of try and put her gear on, and after a little bit, she's hyped herself up. Don't make a scene. She quickly, abruptly opens the door like wildly. Natural. She's gonna hop outside, and she's gonna put her hands on the rails, and she's gonna act natural, what the normal people do. She's gonna look ominously around at people, pretend that she can see. She can't see. That is what she's gonna be doing.
Lyre,
Do I
are you still
hear the
writing?
door slam open?
I mean, yeah, it's directly next to you. You see her kind of walk out and like...
Yeah, it was just straight up like act natural, act. Anyways, just sort of go out.
I think you would possibly feel Sinza's eyes on you. She kind of crosses her arms, this kind of like squinting expression as she kind of takes you in. She kind of looks at Kaiden, like this sidelong glare, and then looks back to the small figure. She's not saying anything, she's just watching you.
He's gonna come back up the stairs because he was already heading down. Like, do I recognize him from the dream? He literally's like, looks at Sinza, like, alright, I'll come back up.
Oh my god.
I just want to think, like, because can my character feel like someone looking at her? Just like feel the eyes? Because that's something I can do.
He's like changed direction completely and gone straight back up.
Is that something you can perceive? It's like eyes on me.
Yes, you can feel like you're being watched.
Perfect. Then Ymir trying to be absolutely normal. This is what she does. Specifically at... I have a question. Kid would make loud noises coming up the stairs, correct? Probably.
Yeah, he's not subtle about it at all, and he's like 7'2", so
right,
it's loud.
Jade,
acting completely natural. This is what she does.
That's uncomfortable at best.
Unfazed, Cage is just gonna be like, and then looking at the Sinza, like, wait, that one's from our dream. Out loud. Oh, I've got it. I'm still dreaming. All right. And he's gonna start walking back to his bedroom.
No,
No?
Kaiden, no, God, bless your soul. Small one. Good
Jade,
morning.
if you could check your whispers for me. I've told you what you can see.
It's on Discord. Yes.
I can't see anything.
Okay. When Sinza says little one, Ymir sort of twists her head just slightly, again, keeping that owl sort of stare. She'll look at you, but squint for a second before her eyes opening wide again. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
You look familiar.
You look... There's a lot to unpack.
I haven't heard that before.
I'm sorry.
What's your name, dearest? What's your name?
My name is 𝘞𝘦𝘭𝘥. Ymir.
Ymir. I'm Sinza. This this may be a weird question. Did you happen to have a dream about us?
Okay, so I wasn't the only one tripping balls the other night? Okay, so that is good. Ymir is... Does that mean it means either we are crazy, or maybe Ymir is still dreaming? And Ymir's gonna do this.
That's what I thought.
I mean, it's highly possible that we're all just crazy.
That's not a bad thing, but there is... She'll point her finger out. 1. And you see her finger hover around you and counting, and then she's like, no. 2, 3. There's like another one.
What do you mean, another one?
Well, there is you, there is me, and I remember in the dream there were not just like 3 of us, there were 4 of us. Unless I'm also
Oh.
tripping balls again.
The yeah, I wonder if they're here. Maybe. I mean, if we're all here, they may be here as well.
Okay.
Right. Do you want to join us for breakfast? Maybe then we can have a chat.
We're sort of weighs her options. She doesn't really socialize, so she's like, yeah, slow nod.
Lyre, what are you doing? Are you still just scrawling notes down?
So Lyre would definitely have written down everything he could recall from the dream, and is sort of just looking at the pages currently, just flicking through them, looking for anything that might correlate, anything new, anything along those lines. But after sort of tracing through his book, he'll close it. He'll get ready for the day and start to head downstairs, I guess.
Okay.
Was there anyone from that dream that looked familiar?
Roll me a history check.
Oh, I can do that. 21.
21, okay.
Smart.
I'd say, based on your knowledge as a spellcaster, the only one that you were able to kind of discern anything from, out of the figures that were stood upon the ocean, the blue kind of tinted glow that was coming from one of their eyes, you would easily be able to equate it to necromantic magic in some fashion. But other than that, the figures, the silhouettes did not mean anything to you, and the people stood near you were strangers.
Right. Fair enough. Guess I'll head out and head downstairs and get some food and figure out what the fuck to do next.
As you open the door and step out onto the balcony, three sets of eyes, or at least two, and one that is kind of vaguely looking in your direction, all kind of look towards you as you step out of your room.
She's gonna Isabel. Oh, I found the fifth one.
Kaiden. Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4. 4. Yeah.
Five.
This. No, 4. 4.
Oh, four. That's four.
4. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Good job. Oh god. Hi. I'm Sinza.
Well, hello.
You didn't happen to have a dream with all of us in it last night?
I had a dream, yes. Maybe over food.
I think that's a smart idea.
Good. I'll get us a table. And Lyre will head downstairs and snag a table.
There's plenty to pick from, so you poddle on downstairs. It seems like the folks here are more focused on their own things than they are looking at you lot. Deseo,
Alright,
the
must also
harpy,
not
kind
know
of
how doors
waves.
work. I'll close that for him.
Deseo waves at you as you walk down the stairs with a soft smile. But yeah, you all kind of take a seat around this table. It's about 8:30, maybe 9 in the morning. But yeah.
Right. So, where do we want to begin?
Maybe at the beginning of the dream, if you had it, possibly.
Okay. Well, first of all, my name is Lyre. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. I caught Sinza, was it?
Correct.
I did not catch your name, big man.
Kaiden.
Kaiden. And finally,
Sorry, my name is Ymir.
Ymir. Well, it is nice to meet all of you. Does anyone have any idea why we all happen to see each other in our dreams and now here we are? Right, so we're all on the same page. Okay, sounds good. Well,
To be honest, I've forgotten half the dream already.
okay.
I think I know what will help. If I have a caffeinated beverage or something. I just woke up. Ymir's gonna try and head over to Desea to try and order something. Or
Okay.
I don't know how this works. Well, wave. I don't know.
As you like start to get up, Ymir sees an older dwarven figure stood next to a short silhouette. All of you see a middle-aged dwarf with a sort of long ginger hair, pale skin, with an intricately braided beard that tucks into their belt because it's so long. They're wearing similar uniform to their husband, with sort of a white shirt and brown slacks, with holding a little notepad, big smile on their face. She's like, "Good morning. Did you guys want something to eat, or you just having a sit down? Do you want me to leave you to it?"
Caffeinated beverage. Do you have any by chance?
Hey, we got coffee.
I'll take 3 cups of that.
Okay, and he will scribble that down. Anything for the rest of you, or something to eat?
You got any meat?
Hey, we got big kind of breakfast plate. It's mostly just a fry up. Is that something you fancy? Hey.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, fry up. I was just kind of looking to Sinza for confirmation. He's like, yeah, fry up. Okay.
Can I smoke in here, or do I have to go outside?
Yeah, it'd be fine if you want to have a smoke. Don't worry about it.
Thanks.
I'm fine, thank you.
If you're sure.
Actually, can I have 5 cups of coffee?
Okay, and he's kind of looking at you and then looking back down at the pad. I won't question it. Anything else for the table, or is that good?
I think we're good.
I
Thank
think
you.
we're fine.
Yeah.
We all have to have a discussion about a dream we had where we're all in it now.
Oh yeah, but you wasn't in it, so you know that's okay. You don't need to talk about it.
That's actually a
Mhm.
great question. Did you have a dream last night overlooking a sea with 4 menacing figures on it, one with a never-changing face?
No.
Alright, you're not one of the group. Sorry.
Right, I'll be back in a wee bit. I'm Lostrel, by the way. And the feathery one behind the counter is to say, oh, if you need anything, just give us a call. I'll come over with your food shortly. And he begins to bimble away, and leaves you guys to it.
So,
maybe we can sort of put things together. If we don't mind sharing our business as to why we are here, maybe why we are traveling is the reason why we have similar dreams. So, like, I'll go first. Like, I'm doing research. Lots of research, important research. Super important. Yes.
On what?
A means to increase the lifeline of Azimuth people.
wow.
Yeah, when you only get to live up to 60 at most, as your body is shutting down every time you age, it's kind of a precedent for me to uh, figure that out because, don't have a lot of time, stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
No one else is gonna. Okay, I'll ask. How old are you?
20-something.
Okay, so you got some time.
Time goes
Inside
by
check.
fast when you're dying inside.
Is that an insight check?
I want to make an insight check.
You want to make an insight check? Okay.
Never
Are
mind,
they
that's like
actually
that's a
20?
natural 6. Does he just believe the opposite, essentially?
It's like, oh my god, she's fucking 58. She's gonna die in
Oh my
2
God.
years.
Oh my god, it's 58.
Right. Well, Ymir, was it?
Yes.
Well, your story is somewhat similar to mine. I'm also looking for research of sorts. I kind of dabble in ancient relics and secrets and everything from the past. I'm curious about it. I wish to increase my magical prowess, and I've heard things from the before hold rather strong power with it. So, who knows? Maybe we could help each other.
Yes, we could. No, I think we'll get along just fine. Mhm. Ah. Ymir looks over to. Oh, go for it.
I mean, from the sounds of it, it sounds like we're all looking for something. I'm looking for a small group of people that I've heard about. I met Kaiden here a couple weeks back. We traveled here together.
So,
Who are they?
I think maybe after a cup of coffee we can go into more detail on it.
All right. Kaiden, what brings you to this neck of the woods? Why are you dreaming of me?
Well, I didn't mean to, but
Oh, it's fine. It's flattering.
I tend to travel around. I tend to travel around a lot. But I also, I like practicing magic as well. But it's just difficult most of the time. So.
Why difficult?
It kind of just tends to go wrong when I practice, so yeah, it doesn't always work out right.
I understand. Ymir was like that too. No, I wasn't.
No? Oh,
No,
okay.
but I tried to empathize. So sometimes I might mess up magic. No, I don't ever make mistakes. Sorry, I'm only making this worse for you. I'm.
So, sorry, you're all magic touched? You all have a connection to magic?
In a
Do you
sense,
have-
yes.
Yeah, do you have connection with magic?
Not a lick of it.
Well, that sucks to suck. I mean, that's terrible.
Yeah, everyone has their own tastes in things, I guess.
Well, if it helps, I've only had my magic for about a year.
How did you come into that?
I'm self-taught.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It was a lot.
I can imagine.
I'm also self-taught. No, that's a lie. I went to school, a very expensive school to learn magic. Never mind.
School?
I learned. Oh. So no one here went to. Okay. We're cooked. Yes, I went to study, to be a researcher, and also to learn magic, to be the best of the best, sort of thing. I feel like I'm making things worse.
No, you're doing great.
uh,
Keep going.
Yes. So, no, just went straight, was born, went straight to learning, and now, a couple of accidents, and I'm here.
What kind of magic
So-
do you study?
Very awkwardly
Yes.
placing a plate on the table whilst trying not to listen into your conversation.
Thank you.
Very awkwardly sliding all the coffee cups to her. Just like, you ever see, like...
Some of them kind of spill a little bit on the table as you pour them over. You don't seem to really notice. You're just kind of going for it anyway. And he goes, give me a tinkle if you need anything else, alright? Okay.
Thank you.
They...
What was his name again? Sorry, Toby. Their name?
Lostrel
Lostrel.
Allbrand.
But, like, magic, this is her, like, magic,
Uh-huh.
like, important magic, like,
Important magic.
like, she casts, the cantrip, light in front of her face. Oh, see? Magic.
Wow. Yeah.
Ymir's like cheering herself on, like internal, like, yes, I'm so entertaining. Fuck. Yes.
I would try and cast something as well, but I might cause a disturbance. So,
What do you mean when you say... I'm sorry, I don't mean to...
Yeah.
What do you mean it goes wrong?
like, I can do some stuff.
Better
like,
question. Better question. If I'm this close to you and you cast something, am I gonna die?
Oh, it depends if I'm casting it at you. Like,
Okay. So if you're casting something at me,
yeah.
I could die.
Well, yeah. I mean, if I'm casting like something dangerous at you.
Well, obviously, but if it goes wrong, is what I'm asking.
Oh, yeah. It just doesn't seem to work sometimes, or like.
Okay.
I'm not casting anything, and it will just.
Oh.
I don't know, random druidish stuff.
Right.
Oh.
Sure.
But I can cast some stuff. Well,
Kaiden has performance issues, is what we call in the business.
Ah, yes, a
don't know what
projectile
that means.
dysfunction.
I don't know what that word
Sure,
is.
let's call it that.
What's dysfunction? Huh? Dysfunction?
Dysfunction.
I don't know what that is.
So the dream.
Oh wait, I could do this. He's gonna look at a chair that's maybe like
Oh,
10 feet
no.
away and thorn whip it and bring it closer. I could do that.
The chair like falls over, skids towards it, and then bashes into the side of the table. And
Yeah.
Ymir, one of the cups of coffee spills.
Oh, sorry.
What is happening?
Look, Ymir, it's okay.
It's okay. I can fix it. I can
okay,
fix it.
it's okay.
Can I pick up the cup of coffee and I'm gonna panic cast Cure Wounds to see if it fixes it. So that fixes it. Wait, maybe this will work.
You cast Cure Wounds on a cup of coffee and an empty mug now that most of the coffee is spilled over the table and onto the floor, and nothing happens.
Oh yeah, see, so sometimes it doesn't work.
Right.
So
Lostro?
You see the dwarf kind of turn their head and kind of skitter over.
We spilt a cup of coffee. Could we get another one for Ymir? Sorry.
Yeah, they're a little clumsy, so they accidentally knocked it.
Hey, yeah, I'll mop that up. And he kind of, they skittle away, and come back and start mopping up the coffee with a new cup of coffee for Ymir on the table.
Thank
So
you,
the
Lostro.
dream.
Yes.
Yes. The dream.
I'm not meant to be listening. He's mopping up the floor. I'm
So-
not part of this stream.
I feel bad for gatekeeping. But yes, the dream. I had a dream. I saw what you saw. It's kind of whatever, because
Did any of you recognize any of those four figures? On the water, Kaiden.
Oh, right, that part. No, not really.
The one with the bright blue eyes. I didn't recognize it, but I got a sense of necrotic energy from it. The one with the many faces freaks me the fuck out, though, I'm not gonna lie.
Sinza, roll me a history check.
Seven.
History. Oh. 19.
The almost bestial figure you saw on the ocean looked a little too close to the White Whitaker.
If you felt some form of necrotic energy from the one that you recognized, there was one that I saw that had almost a bestial shape to it that felt oddly familiar. Maybe they're reflections of ourselves?
I don't really deal with necrotic and magic.
I don't think any of us have multiple arms.
Maybe
This
like
is my only face.
Or a lot of faces, yeah. People have like one face.
what if we're looking at it
Maybe
wrong though? What if it's not so much a form that's familiar, it's a feeling or like a cracked reflection?
I mean, it's possible.
Actually, I'm just gonna roll a history check to see if I recognize any of the things at all.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, can I do the same while you're at that?
Yeah, if you'd like to.
Oh, my history's gonna be so fun.
Dirty 20.
9.
A 9 and a dirty 20. Okay, so Kaiden. The only thing you could kind of equate to anything is one of the figures had almost like branches peeling off of them. So like maybe it's something to do with the woods. That's about it. That's all you get.
The forest, because one of them had like branches, and that's where trees are. So I think I've got this on lockdown already. We're getting somewhere.
Fuck's sake. Ymir, you do not recognize any of the figures.
Okay. In that case, in response to this deep and meaningful conversation where we're learning things out, I like your theory and all, but if I had to see a reflection of myself, I'd probably be like a coked out squirtle or something.
A what?
What?
Ymir goes back to drinking the cups of coffee, like drinking it faster just because of the experience with the thorn whip, just like making sure it's like chugging it.
Let's maybe put a pin in that for the time being. We'll circle back to that later. Croaked out squirrel. What if it's a fear that we have? Possibly. Did you recognize anything, Kaiden?
No, not other than they had like the branches, but I'm not really going to be scared of a tree, so I don't.
I think we're also missing an aspect of the fact these 4 figures came together in a sense, and the world kind of exploded. Now, I like ancient texts. I like history. I like things like that. So, usually, when the world explodes, that's an apocalyptic like situation, usually brought on by something. Now, I don't know if
Do
anyone
you
is.
think it's something from ancient texts, like something old thing?
There could be hints in ancient texts, but this could also be, and I don't know if anyone believes in gods or follows one, this could be a prophecy or a premonition or a warning or something to tell us that something is coming. And we might not be the ones who can stop it, but we might be the ones who can give a heads up. Because selfishly, I have things to do and things I want to achieve, and right now, fighting 4 things, one being necrotic, one being a beast, and another being a tree, and one being unknown, not at the top of my to-do list right now, if I'm honest.
Couldn't agree with you more.
What is it, like second or third?
Oh, it's about 5th.
5th. Oh, okay.
So what? We just keep a hold of this dream, and do we tell someone? Like, who's gonna believe us? Let's be honest here. We're quite an odd-looking group.
Does anyone have a god? Does anyone go to a temple or know a priest or a king or a queen or?
Not currently.
Well,
I'm
I
from
know
a
some
small
people in
village.
Cardiff, but like only a couple.
Okay, I'm from a small village. We don't really go outside of it.
Oh, right.
Lyre?
Yeah?
I'm sorry, Ymir?
Hey Tubbs, I'm a cleric. Can you remind me? I know we picked out a god together. Can you remind me? Faith is really hard to come by these days.
Hey, no, I'm a
Uh,
cleric.
with
Who do I
Psalm.
worship? Like,
I'm familiar with Psalm. I don't know if anyone's familiar
Psalm
with
is
them.
the god of mortality.
Yeah,
And then you
I'm
have
familiar with them.
Deltan, who is the god of law, order, and like good magic. So it's very likely that you are a cleric of Deltan.
A cleric of what?
Deltan. I can write it down for you.
And would I know any local people we could tell about this sort of thing?
In Sihonos, no.
Oh.
In Karvik, yes.
Hello. A religious person here, a quarter religious. I agree with, I'm sorry. Ymir's trying to remember Kaiden's name.
Kaiden.
Yes. Kaiden.
Yeah.
That is a good place to start, in Tarvek. It's somewhere.
Oh, it's the only other place I really know. And there's a lot of healers there, a lot of like religious people. So
is there anyone looking around at us? Is anyone being like sus?
Roll me a perception check.
5.
The only people you notice are the two at the bar who are currently talking to each other, and Deseo leans down and gives Lostrel a kiss.
Oh, that's nice.
But other than that, it doesn't seem like anyone's listening. Not that you can see.
Look, I don't want to be the person to break this moment that we're having, but from the conversations we had before, we all have plans. We all have things we're looking for, things we're doing. Is there something we really want to take on as a unit? Telling someone of a dream that we had?
It does sound kind of crazy.
Just slightly. Just like slightly. I'm not familiar with this place. Oh, sorry, Jade, you go.
Oh no, Ymir's gonna listen in to the conversations around, seeing as we're talking about similar things, and Ymir's tends to eavesdrop on people, unfortunately. So, can I roll perception to see what I
Sure thing,
hear?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh. I'm gonna roll like shit for the rest of the session. That is going to be a 24.
You can hear behind you the kobold and the lizard folk who are sat just having breakfast. The kobold is excitedly talking about possibly getting in with a group called the Green Company down in the Verdant district, which is south from you. And the lizard folk seems not hopeful at that concept. You can just hear this little skittering kobold nattering away, going,
Yes, I'm very good, and they tell me that I am good at this, and I'm good at scouting, and they want me for scouting.
I don't believe that for a fucking second, mate. And they're nattering to each other, but it doesn't seem like they're nattering about anything particularly important. Not at least, not based on anything that you know.
Okay. Alright. I'll have that note, and Ymir's just gonna keep eavesdropping elsewhere.
The orc is sat alone. Doesn't seem to be doing anything other than just snarfing a stack of pancakes. He seems very focused on his pancakes. You hear Deseo and Lostrel talking to each other. Lostrel seems to be keeping their voice down. I don't think they'll come back around anytime soon. Let's be honest. Da left a lot of debts, but he also left us the tavern, so we'll be fine. Deseo seems a little less convinced. They have been passing by quite a lot recently. I'd be wary, okay? Just keep your eyes out. We don't have the money to pay off those debts, and you know that. Deseo just sort of tries to shrug it off, tries to kind of keep optimistic. But yeah, they're talking about that. Other than that, there doesn't seem to be much other noise happening that you're peering into.
So, what are our options?
Well, I have a recommendation, considering that we had similar experiences, and, through research, what research has taught me, there is a possibility that it will happen again, and if it does happen again, then maybe we can get more information, and seeing as how we're all here together anyway, let's put it this way. There is muscle, lots of muscle, as she's gesturing to two. There is curiosity with the arcane, and there is little me that can do the healing. I say that us sticking together for at least a day or two would be mutually beneficial.
I don't have a direction I'm going. I'm sort of just wondering at the moment. So
I'm just helping my friend, so...
We could help you find your friends that you're going to tell us about.
No, I'm helping my friend, Sinza.
No, I'm talking to Sinza.
So,
it's a possibility, I'm sure.
You never mentioned, you said, Ymir's gonna slide a cup of coffee, but then she realizes that she drank all the coffee. You said that you were going to, you never mentioned the name of who you were looking for. Was it by chance Green Company? As she says, unfortunately out loud.
I'm sorry, just retcon. I'm just pulling up my notes because I don't remember.
What?
The kobold and the lizard folk go quiet when you mention the Green Company.
Who's the Green Company?
Oh shit.
Green.
They are...
The kobold is gonna get up from his chair, skitter over to the table, and all you can see from the bottom of the table is this snout poking up, and he's just trying to look over the table at all of you, but he's just a little bit too sure.
It's like, Green Company is where I work. Yes.
Okay.
He's trying to climb onto the table. He's got these little claws that kind of keep scratching on the wood.
Can I cast guidance?
Knocks one of the mugs off. He can cast guidance to help him get onto the table.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. If you want to cast guidance on him, gets an extra D4 of trying to get onto the table. Okay. It's taking some fucking effort. He is scrubbed like as he's trying to get onto the table. And the lizard folk behind him just kind of leans and watches. Like, this is fucking pathetic. He manages eventually, and he stands on the table, kicks over one of the empty cups, almost puts his foot in your breakfast, Kaiden.
Green company.
He doesn't.
Is
No, almost. His like
He
claws
doesn't,
kind of
right?
scratch the
Ready,
side of his
I'm
foot.
ready with either thorn whip or to grab him.
Oh god.
Green company is where I work. Yes, and they are very good and powerful, and we are strong together.
And the lizard folk is just like, ignore him. He's talking out of his ass. Just
Yeah, I could tell he's very small.
yeah, you are, aren't you?
Shut up! No, I'm not too small. Yes.
Okay. Go away.
You're talking mad shit about Green Company.
We don't know what the fuck it is. Go away.
He wasn't in the dream, was he?
No.
Oh, just checking. Just wanted
No,
to make
you're
sure.
fine.
Oh, cool, okay.
Sinza is laughing. Like, she's fucking laughing.
Lyre has the biggest smile on his face. Like, what the fuck is actually happening right now?
So, I'm sorry. Is the Green Company like a cult or like a collection?
It sounds like
I
it's...
think it's a cult. I honestly
cult?
think the way this man is talking about it, I think it's a cult.
Hold up. Do you follow a single leader who has a great outlook on the world?
Yes.
It's a cult.
It's a cult. It's confirmed. Sorry.
It's not a cult.
Wait.
What do you guys do
No.
then?
Yeah, what do you do? Or do you just climb on
Yeah.
people's tables and ruin their breakfast? Or is there like a...
No. I
Kind
got
of
this. I
looks
got
at
this.
his feet.
They're gonna make the world a better place, right?
Oh, okay.
Going to make the city good. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a
sounds good.
cult.
It's a cult. Is there an entry fee?
I don't know what that is. That sounds good
No.
though. That make it better.
No, you just have to not be shit.
Is
Which
there
is why
number,
I
like,
am part of Green
tiers?
Company.
Is it like a pyramid scheme? Like there's
Yes,
higher members and like
Are there
lower members?
levels to it?
You watch as his brain begins to fry. You can see the cogs turning and slowly coming to a stop, and he just goes,
Ha!
Go away!
the lizard folk
Okay, but
just
I wanna
picked
know
him
what
up
they
off
do.
the table.
What do they do?
They make the world a better place, Kaiden.
Yeah, but how?
You watch as the lizard folk puts him down on the floor, and it just kind of punts him, and he goes skittering off back to his table, and then kind of hides around the other side of the table. He's like, sorry. He
You're
gets
fine.
a bit rowdy sometimes. You lot ain't from around here, are you?
Yeah.
How can you tell?
Yeah, no shit. Green Company are one of the three kind of major gangs that run Sihonos.
Oh, it's a gang.
So it's a cult.
What are they running?
a marathon.
It's a bit of a power struggle
That's,
sort of
is that how you
thing.
make it better? Or is it like a for people?
Very healthy.
Oh, maybe
So-
I should- I'll have to look into
So-
that.
Sorry, I question. They're one of the gangs here in the city. Do they by chance? I don't know. I don't want to assume that all gangs are the same. I was part of a gang once, but we're not going to get into it. But like,
You
do they
also ran
extort?
marathons?
Did, did they?
Oh my God.
She looks over at like Gabe looks. Do they also extort people by chance and threaten people?
Depends. Why are you asking?
Just out of curiosity, I'm just a little girl in the big city.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Shit!
Come on, Dorothy, come through.
Just slow down, girl.
14. 14!
14. The lizard folk has like sort of this green scaled skin, a tuft of ginger going down the center of his head, and what would be equated to a beard on the front of his sort of muzzle. And he kind of stares at you. I mean, it used to be a lot worse here, but things have picked up in the last 30 years or so. Used to be a bit of a, well, I say a bit, it was about 100 years of gangs fucking kicking the shit out of each other, lots of people dying. It was a bit of a war, like a civil war.
Oh, okay.
Love that movie.
That's great. Okay. Well, thank you for giving us information about that. That is very helpful.
Be careful where you walk here. You're walking into territory of there's like 3 major gangs here.
What's there's Green Company and just a little girl in the big city. Who are the other 2?
You see, he just kind of like he looks at the rest of you, like, is she always like this? Right. You got the Verdant District that's usually run by Green Company. You've got the Violet District that's usually run by the Sanguine.
Okay.
And then the Amber District is run by the Brotherhood of Sabers.
So, it's safe to say the territory we are in, just to make sure, because Ymir is very bad at walking, so Ymir does not want to walk on bad territory. Green Company owns this territory, correct?
No. This is kind of you're currently in let's call it the neutral
Safe zone?
We'll call it that. Yeah. It is run by, we have a mayor. He doesn't really have an awful lot of power, but the neutral zone at least is kind of run by the mayor, 𝘏𝘪𝘧𝘵-𝘧𝘢𝘏𝑒𝘚. He's a good lad, just a bit stupid.
Okay, so this is neutral zone, so there shouldn't be any violence or any gang things happening here.
Can't promise anything. Green Company are kind of kicking down doors recently. They said they're trying to push their territory over. I'd be aware of that.
Absolutely.
With that, whoever, like, other than Ymir, I'd like everyone else to roll me a perception check.
I'm really not going to be the lookout of this party, guys. 6.
16.
16.
Can I also roll like history if I've heard anything about the what, there's a slave traders, the Amber, the Violet, all those kind of gang names, if I've heard them at all?
Yeah, if you'd like to. Sinza, what did you get? 13. So 6, Lyre. You're just focused on what this guy was saying.
Little freak.
That too. You can just see the snout poking out from the other table as he's trying to look at you. What did you get for perception, Dex?
16.
16. So, Sinza and Kaiden, you can see the 2 by the bar are watching your table quite closely.
Do they have any like defining features, like a badge or a sash or anything like that?
Sometimes. Most of them wear green in Green Company. Sanguine, most of them wear purple, and Brotherhood of Sabers, most of them wear orange.
Can I look to the 2 that are watching us? Are they wearing any specific colours?
They're wearing white and brown mostly. More so that 𝘞𝘬𝘭, the harpy, looks quite on edge. They look nervous.
They're just staring over us.
Yeah. They start kind of talking between themselves.
Is there a problem?
Not yet. I think we'll address it when we get there.
What's going on?
She kind of like gestures over her shoulder to the two people that are watching us. Oh my god!
Lyre.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Sinza just puts her face in her hands and is just rubbing her temples.
Lostral, come.
Lostral looks at Dseo briefly before kind of heading over. Howdy. And the lizard folk kind of turns around and is like, I've got to go deal with Scrap. Give me a minute. And he heads around the table, grabs hold of the kobold by the scruff of the neck, and the two start kind of effectively scrapping at the table, just sort of arguing with each other quietly. The Lostral kind of looks at you. Can I get you something?
Yeah, is everything okay?
Sorry, just overheard your interest with the Green Company.
It's more genuine curiosity. I've never been here. I'd never even heard of the Green Company until I think Scrap was the kobold.
Just run over and jump to the table.
Just start talking about it.
Okay. Sorry about if we were giving you the eyeballs. It's my husband's a wee bit on edge about they're debt collectors. My dad, he left behind the tavern and a lot of debts to Green Company that unfortunately have landed on top of us that we can't pay for. Ymir, you can see the man stood next to Lostral is giving Lostral a look. It's safe to assume that this is Lostral's father. You can see his spirit.
All right.
You see Ymir just sort of.
Are you okay?
How much debt would you say you're in?
That's a bit of a...
That's quite the question, lass.
She's looking at the guy that's near Lostral, just like giving him like a look.
The rest of you can see that Ymir's not looking at Lostral. She's looking pretty intensely at something else that's maybe just to the left of him. All of you can roll me a history check if you would like, apart from Ymir. Sorry.
That previous history check I asked was like a 1, so
Okay.
I just didn't say anything.
You don't know shit. Sorry, babe.
Oh, this new one's an 8, so...
Can you please get a new dice, Odin?
That was a new dice.
Get a
Oh
different
my
one
God.
again.
I might need a fucking new dice. I'm going through my chest.
Ooh, 19 for history.
Okay, so Kaiden, despite spending a lot of time with Asmoths, you're like, oh, there must be a bug. Cool. Lyra,
Bugs, obviously.
you have no idea. You probably assume that you know that Asmoths are blind. That's about it. So you're like,
Okay.
oh, she just can't see him. So it's like, oh, she's looking in the general direction because she can't actually figure out where he is. Sinza, you're a far traveler. You've been around. Your understanding of Asmoths is that they can see into the plane of the dead. The kind of gap between this plane and the afterplanes, so the above and the below. So they see into the in-between. And by the looks on, like the look on Ymir's face, Ymir can see someone that isn't there and is focused on them. Or at least someone that you can't see.
I think Sinza kind of reaches a hand down, kind of taps just very gently in the table in front of Ymir and just tries to make some form of eye contact with her. You okay?
Yeah, no, it's fine. Sorry about that invasive question.
It's fine. He kind of looks over to Deseo, who is sat at the bar, hands kind of clasped, just watching the table. And just goes, "Come here." Deseo makes their way over. They have a very brief, quiet conversation. Deseo puts on a smile. It's like, "Hello, it is good to see you again. I hope you slept well. Sorry, I know we've been kind of giving you a bit of a not a good vibe this morning. Is that the word?"
That's just quite fine. I think we owe you a bit of money for the rooms and for the food as well. So, how much do we owe you individually?
Oh, you paid off the rooms last night, but it would be 5 silver for everything on the table.
Great. Here's a gold, and he'll flick a gold towards them.
And they take it, and they seem a little stunned. Kind of pocket it with a.
For the fantastic customer service.
I don't think we've been. Well, thank you. Lostrel says that you are asking about the Amaran's debts. It's a lot of gold. So if you see anyone of the Green Company, please be careful, okay? Don't take any money from them.
Thank you for the heads up. I'm new to the city, never been to one, so it's good to know.
Yeah, you definitely picked the city.
Closest one.
Sorry to hear that. And they kind of smile awkwardly. Well, I'll leave you to your breakfast. Or would you like me to take your cups? But you have gone through that very quickly.
Yes.
Okay. And they kind of scoop up the many cups on the table and begin to kind of hobble away. Lostrel kind of leans in. We owe them about 250 gold, which is more money than this place has ever fucking made. So, they've been coming in and out quite a bit recently, and some of them have been coming in pretending like they're not part of Green Company, trying to extort money out of us, more so out of my husband, but because he's a bit easier to push around. But just be careful moving around Sihonos at the moment. It's not the safest of places. You certainly picked a city to introduce yourself to.
Is there safer places that you recommend?
In the city or out?
In the city, I think we may be moving around for a little bit.
In the nicest possible way, darling. This is the safest part of the city.
Right.
You watch a group of people walk in to the tavern at this moment. Sort of a handful of folks who are kind of go in, take a seat at the table. And You watch Lostrel sort of head over. He's like, "Sorry, I got to take this." He bimbles off to go to the table. Kaiden, how far through your meal are you?
I probably scoffed it down very quickly.
You snarfed it.
Yeah.
For a moment, you see Lostrel kind of pull out the little notepad and begin to write down. And of these three figures, one of them grabs the back of Lostrel's head and slams it into the table. And there is this thunderous bang.
Down here?
Where Lostrel is standing currently, his head gets smashed into the table. There is this spray of blood across the table, and the dwarf collapses in a heap. 𝘏𝘪𝘨 starts like panicking, and they lock eyes with you lot across the room. They are all clothed in green.
Sinza's gonna stand up. Come on now, gents, we don't mean any harm.
No, you definitely don't with an axe like that.
It's only an accessory, sweetheart.
You seem a fan of those.
Aren't you charming?
What are the rest of you doing? Are you getting up? What are you doing?
I'm getting up.
Lyre's gonna put his feet up on the table, and sort of lean back in his chair and say, that was my bartender. He was getting us drinks.
Yeah, and he owes us a lot of fucking money.
Well, he owes me a drink. And I was here first.
Shame. You think our care scale's getting? Get up. Come on.
What did you just say?
He kind of leans over the table, looking at you, and he's like...
Is he at the table right now?
Yeah, he's at the table, yeah.
He's at our table?
Not your table. He's at the
table
down, like, near the door. It's like, oh, he's a big man getting fucking angry. What a shame. I've taken bigger than you.
Yeah, it's gonna be a shame when I've lost my teeth with your fucking spine, and he's gonna start coming down here, just pushing everything out of the way.
I'd like you guys to roll me initiative.
Let's go!
Okay.
Gang fight!
Yes! Bar fight.
Roll for initiative?
Yes, please.
Where is the
which one
initiative
that?
roll on this again? Sorry.
So I will add you to the initiative counter. If you go into the second tab on the side, you can click and roll your initiative from there.
God. Bless you.
Thank you.
Did mine roll or did it?
Oh shit!
It did not, no.
Oh, okay.
Ymir got a nat 20. We're going well.
It's so funny. Where's... Okay, initiative... Why did it not... Public roll? Yeah, it's on public.
God damn it!
Normal. There we go. Hey! Did I just hit it and make it roll something else?
Lyre's really going through the shit with their rolls, huh?
It's just,
Okay.
I'm out of here having a good time. What
And
can I say?
A. I initiate it and I get a fucking A.
Okay, so off the top, it is Ymir's turn.
I guess everyone's reacting while I'm charging down there.
Alright, and if I stand up right here... Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna have to get used to playing Ymir because she is a character that cannot see that well. So
Yeah, that's fine.
following here, if I'm right here, can I see them or like see their silhouettes?
You can see the vague outline, yeah.
Okay.
But they can see where I am?
Yes. Well, they'll be stood pretty much next to you, so they'll be able to see
okay.
you clearer than those three.
And I'm gonna go ahead and move this
Lostrel is
over here.
unconscious, so I'm going to drop him to
And
unconscious.
I'm going to go ahead and put my thing, and I'm going to go ahead. We are 5.
You have to set him to stunned, but there you go.
Okay, give me 1 second. Sorry, I'm getting used to my character sheet being on a separate tab.
Oh, it's
thingy.
fine. This is going to be a learning curve, so it's perfectly fine.
Okay. I'm gonna cast second. I have a question.
Mhm.
Are they wearing metal armor?
The larger guy who has been quite antagonistic to you is yes.
Okay. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it smart. I'm gonna go ahead and cast spiritual weapon.
Okie dokie.
Oh. Cast spell. Level spell. I'm gonna cast it at 2nd level.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
Where are
place
you
it
placing
right here. Right here. Just so I can get
Okay.
all of them, if anything.
That is your spiritual weapon. What does your spiritual
Okay.
weapon manifest as?
A spear,
Okay.
like a javelin.
It's this branch of gold, kind of almost orange light, appears behind them and manifests into a spear. Okay.
Okay. And how would I
Yeah.
do an attack with the spiritual weapon? Because then I'll use my. How do I attack with it? Do I just use the spiritual weapon?
So, yes. So with a spear, I believe it would be a spear's stats, which I think is D10. Is it D8
Yeah,
or
because it
D10?
says I do 1d8 force damage plus 5.
Okay, so roll me to hit, which would be your standard with proficiency modifier.
Which one would
So
I
it's
do
a
that? Do I just roll to hit?
D20. Roll me a D20, and then we'll add your proficiency mod.
D20? Do I just pull up a D20 from?
So on the bottom of the chat bar, you can click a D20 there. It's a second
Okay,
from
roll
the
the
right.
D20?
Okay.
Damn.
Your proficiency mod is
Yeah,
a +3, so it does not hit.
that is fair. Okay. And that's all I can do there. Yep.
All right, Sinza.
Hello. I'm
It is
really
your
sorry,
turn.
Toby. Would you please just let me know how was it that I opened the tab to show my actions and things like that?
So if you double click on your token and go down to the second tab on the far right, there's like a few tabs sticking out the side of your bar. That should have your great axe in there.
Quick question. While they're looking for that, what was the ruling you said on like stuff like cantrips and rage? Because you changed some of it.
Cantrips is a bonus action, and raging is a free action.
So I could technically rage, cantrip, and attack.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
We're going to try out raging as being a free action, see how it goes.
We'll see how
It's
it
a bit of
goes,
a
yeah.
test.
Test it.
Beautiful. So Sinza is going to very slowly kind of walk her way through the bar, kind of following after Kaiden, leading by example. I'm going to move 35 feet, so as close as I can get, which is almost like maybe just out of their reach, or just out of
Okay.
like me reaching them. I think it's almost here. I think it's 35.
You can also use your arrow keys to move 5 feet at a time,
Awesome.
if that's easier.
Yeah. While she's walking, she's gonna kind of pull her axe from her back and kind of spin it in her hand in front of her. And as she kind of stands, she like sticks it into the ground in front of her and slices her hand up the side of it. I would like to cast Blood Maledict, if possible.
Yeah.
Oh, gee.
So I take...
Get him. Hit him. Kill him.
Blood
They hurt my
Maledict.
bartender.
So I take 1d4 damage on that. There's my dice.
I'm off to Kaiden. Okay. Good to know. Dex, I love how we started this and we're kind of just like, yeah, go get him. And
Yeah, everyone else is doing it. Yeah. I had to push through all the chairs. Everyone else got to run after me.
I just look how the epic movement, all the shit just.
Yeah.
You gotta walk like an Oblivion NPC through the environment. So
Like a toddler going through water, and they're like,
And menacingly looking at the thugs, just only go, need something?
I'm gonna get when I get there. When I get
What's
you,
that, Mike?
Ricky, when I get you.
I do want to ask you, Toby, with how long my axe is, I know it is technically a great axe, but do I have any reach with it, or will we retcon that because it's two-handed?
I believe because it is a two-handed weapon and the standard for it is a 5 feet, it will still only be 5 feet. So if you are
That's
out
fine.
of range, you are out of
Yeah.
range.
That's fine. Yeah, she just kind of, brushes her hand up, casts this kind of like sizzling, almost black energy flicking up her palm as she casts. And she's just kind of standing there, standoffish, licking the edges of her fangs, staring down these guys as they yell their taunts.
Okay. Roll me an intimidation check.
Oh, yay!
Get it, girl.
Uh,
Get it, girl. Get it, girl.
12.
12. Okay. They seem a little put off, but none of them seem to be frightened of you. Is that what you're doing this turn, love?
Yes, please.
Okay. It's this guy's turn. He's coming for Sinza, as you are the closest. So that is a target. And he pulls out this mace from his from his hip. He's going to make 2 melee attacks, and I believe because he is in range of his friend, he's got pack tactics, so he gets advantage on an attack roll against you.
Motherfucker.
So advantage. Bloody well needed it. So I believe that hits. He hits you square in the side of the ribs with this mace for 8 damage. Ooh, wrong person. I applied it to the wrong person. There you go. You still have all of your hit points. And then he's going to swing at you again. Again, with advantage. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Okay. God damn. Okay. So again, he kind of pulls it out and just slams it back into the same wound.
Ew.
It's just beginning to kind of dig into bone and flesh. It's a relatively blunted mace. It seems like it's seen quite a lot of battles. But this guy is going in for the kill. And that is his turn. It is Kaiden's turn. Kaiden, what are you doing?
Kick him ass, Kaiden!
Is gonna see Sinza rush past and then rush down. Oh, I can't move him. What is that? Uh-oh. There we go. Rush past, so they're here, a diagonal. They're going to rage. Assume. And then I have to click it separately, don't I?
You have to click
The-
what separately, love?
The wild magic surge.
You do indeed.
Oh.
So we're gonna roll your wild magic D100 for combat. Would you like me to roll, or would you like to roll?
You can roll because like I just clicked on it, but it didn't roll. So
Okay.
D100?
All right. It's there's a fucking. There you go. Okay. Until your rage ends, you and anything you're wearing or carrying becomes invisible.
Oh,
so wait. Anything I'm wearing and carrying, but not me.
No, yeah. So you are still visible. You are now just stark fucking naked.
Good to know.
That is such a
A
power.
normal day. A normal day. But it's when the rage ends, right? Or until the rage ends.
Until the rage ends, you are stark
So I'm
naked.
just like rage, go fucking naked, and then I'm gonna, and then I'm gonna.
You still have access to all of your gear. It's just invisible.
What a thing to get. Okay, I'm going to try and swing my grain into their back. Then.
Okay.
Come on, please.
good
Did you
hit.
target?
Good hit.
Nice. Okay.
Remember to target, love.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's alright.
Let's switch over to this one, and then I can click the damage.
Roll your damage, yeah. Okay.
8.
So you swing migraine round, and it like gets just under the armor, and between a gap in the studded leathers as you into the back of them, and they let out this yell, with the mace still kind of partially attached to Sinza.
Okay. And you said I can use a cantrip as a bonus action.
You can indeed.
Can I, while that's in there, I'm gonna just try and whip out a thorn whip to one of the others, just to drag them over here to unbalance them.
Okay.
So like probably this one.
The big guy.
Yeah. And see if that works. So
Okay. That does not hit.
that's fine. Okay.
So you attempt to, and he just like tears at the thorn and snaps it.
Okay, that's fine. I'll literally just keep there with the axe and rip the axe out, and that's my turn.
Guy stumbles a wee bit. Lyre. You just
All
have
right.
a nice sit at the table.
Is there a cup of water on the table?
Yeah, there's like a jug that you can like. It's been like open to fill up from.
Okay. Lyre's gonna pour a cup of water and take a sip from it and stand up and start to walk over. As he walks over, he's gonna do like the kind of Triple H thing where he like spits all the water out in front of him in a mist. And as he walks through it, I'm gonna cast Armor of Agathis to apparate around me.
Oh, yum.
So I have
Tasty.
10. I have 10 temporary hit points added to me at the moment. I'm casting it at level 2. But yeah, I'll walk 30 feet.
30 feet. So if I'd say it's probably better to use the arrow keys in this sense because there's no grid. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There you go.
Tables and shit. But yeah, I'll walk a bit closer and then just to fucking annoy him a little bit, just a little cheeky bit. Cantrips are a bonus action, you say? Yes, good sir.
They are a bonus action, but if you've cast a spell, you can only cast one spell around.
Okay.
So you can't do a spell and a cantrip. You can do a melee action and a cantrip. But it's not multiple spells, unfortunately.
Fair play. Then I cannot do anything else.
Okay.
I don't think I have any bonus actions really. Bonus action. Oh no, I've already cast a spell. No, that'll be it. I'm just gonna try and get closer as I want to get to Nostril.
Okay. It is this guy's turn. He is going to try and move away from the spiritual weapon. It gets an attack of opportunity on him. So if Ymir, you'd like to roll for your spiritual weapon, please.
D20, right?
Yes, please. D20 plus 2 or 3? Is it?
No.
It's 3 plus 3. Okay, no, it misses. Swings wide. He kind of dodges out of the way of it. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He is going to point at Lyre and pull this crossbow off of his back. I believe, yes, because it's not melee, he can only shoot it once. So, oh
fuck.
Okay. So the way I do crits is we roll standard damage and then double the total. So,
That's adorable. I'm gonna cast Silvery Bards.
oh, you bastard!
Fucking spell.
I did not know you had that.
So yeah, as he sort of like releases the crossbow, Lyre's just gonna sort of look at him stark, dead in the eye, and just go, "Don't," and just feel free to re-roll, and I will give advantage to Kaiden on his next attack.
Cool.
As you stare at him, it and cast a spell, the crossbow wobbles, and he ends up shooting wide, and it pings into the table to the side of you, but does not hit you.
Love to see it.
Yum. That's all he can do. It's now the deck collector's turn.
Oh, I gotta cast. I know that. It's second level.
He
Sorry,
is going
me.
to move over towards Kaiden. You've already used your opportunity attack, so you do not have a reaction. And he's gonna try and give Kaiden a real good walloping with his mace. Again, he's got advantage because of pack tactics, so I need to move him just a little bit closer. Mace attack. Oh,
You're trash.
Didn't roll that advantage. I need to roll again.
Oh,
Trash. Yep.
I was hoping for a double one.
Does an 11 hit?
It does not.
It does not. Then he will try again.
Huh?
Does an 18 hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So the first one swings, and you just push it off with your axe. Effortless. However, the second one manages to catch you in the shoulder, and you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Rude.
Oh, god damn it.
Does that come off automatically?
I just accidentally took it off the wrong person again. 32. Okay. He does not have any bonus actions. That is his turn. So we're back up to the top of the round. With that, actually, we are going to take a quick break. I don't usually like to take breaks during combat, but I forgot to do it earlier. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back in about 10 minutes. Does that sound good?
Cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. Okay. At the top of the round, it's Ymir.
I'm gonna
What are you
use
doing,
my bonus action to take my spiritual weapon and smack this bitch. This one right there.
Get his ass.
Oh god. How do I make it go away?
I think it just
It
fades.
goes away on its own, don't
Outfit.
worry.
Stays
Yeah,
like
and
that.
I'm gonna use roll
D20
D20
plus
see if
3,
it-
please.
plus 3. Roll.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. So it'll be whatever your spiritual weapon stats are. I think it was a D8
So
plus what? Sorry?
One. Because I cast the second level, it's 1d8 plus 5.
Okay.
So let
Roll
me
me
go.
D8.
And then plus 5.
Okay. So it does 7 damage.
And I'm gonna go run over to. Oh, let me get my token real quick. Oh. Trying to get rid of. Oh, I don't. Okay, close enough. I was gonna go. I'm trying to go over here, and I'm gonna cast on Sinza. I'm gonna use Cure Wounds.
Okay. If you want to target Sinza.
Yeah. How do I do that?
So hover over it and press T.
See? Okay. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds. Oh. I'd like to use first level. And then I just roll. Yeah.
It should give you the option to roll from that in the chat, and yeah.
It did
It
not.
might still be load.
Nope.
Is it still loading in?
I guess.
If push comes to
showed
shove.
that I used it, but
yeah, it's not giving you the option to roll. Okay. Your target is too far away. You need to be closer. So I'll just do that again. If you want to try and roll again.
Okay. Yeah, I'll restart it. Let me try Cure Wounds. Choose to do complete previous.
Give you back your spell slot. If push comes to shove, you want to roll.
Yeah, it's not going through.
Yeah, roll me a D8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay,
which is +5. So D8 +5, please. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's 11 hit points back to Sinza.
Do that. And I still have enough movement. I'm going to move to safety. I'm like 10. 5. There we go.
Okay.
All right.
Sinza.
That is my turn.
Cool. It's Big Lady's turn.
Hello. Sinza kind of like almost stumbling to her knees at the 2 impacts, kind of coughing blood a little bit. She takes a deep, deep breath, kind of swings her axe in her hand and aims upwards at this guy. Where is my thing gone?
With the spiritual weapon, you've got flanking, so you get advantage on this attack.
Hell yeah, let's go. Oh, there we go. I'm just silly.
It might be taking a wee bit of time to load in. I apologize if it is. Okay. Yeah, that hits.
Beautiful. It is damage. And then I do also have a I do also have a D4 with the blood maledict. So
Yum yum yum.
it's an extra 1 on top of that.
So that's 16 total.
That's correct. I would also like to rage, please. So as she spins this axe up at this guy, she kind of cries out as she does so, kicking in her rage.
Alright, so you are raging. This guy's looking bad. As you drew the axe up through him, it just carved through the center of his chest. He is bleeding very, very heavily.
I would also like to use my bonus action. She kind of, as she's like holding her axe, her fingers kind of curl and tighten around the axe themselves. I would like to cast Curse of Binding on this guy in front of me, as this kind of like red smoke leaves her eyes up into his.
Is there any saving throw on that?
Yes, there's a strength saving throw. DC 12.
Strength save. Okay. Attribute strength saving throw.
Damn.
He's
Damn.
good. Despite it, he's managing to hold his ground.
Fuck yeah. Sweet. That's my turn.
Okay. It's that guy's turn. He knows he can't get out of it, so he is just going to start swinging. Right, so pack tactics. So he's got advantage. He hits for you twice. Does a 17 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So that is 4 damage to Sinza. And then he's going to swing again.
Nuh-uh, he sucks.
Nuh-uh.
See?
No.
See?
Yeah. God damn it. You can't hard skill silvery barbs. Fuck you.
Watch me.
Okay. Yeah, he misses with the second swing. He is bleeding so heavily that it's clearly affecting like the way that he's able to kind of hold his head up. He can barely see you, but he is just swinging blindly. And you manage to dodge the second swing. And that is his turn. Kaiden.
Okay, Kaiden is...
Bonk.
No, Kaiden, yeah, pretty much, is going to take it out of the other guy's back and brings it and tries to swing it upwards to catch him in his chin. I have advantage because Silvery Barbs on my next attack.
Yes, so you have advantage on your next attack, ability check, or save. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yum, yum, yum. It hits.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna love silvery barbs. Hey, Toby.
No.
So fun. Oh my
No.
god.
So who are you
Kaiden?
attacking? The guy next to you or the guy in front of you?
This guy in front of me.
The guy in front of you. Okie dokie. So he
One
takes
on the damage.
5 slashing damage.
I think I'm gonna try and use the infestation cantrip
Okie
as the
dokie.
bonus, and just basically like reach into his invisible pocket and just throw the like mud and honey he has, so that any bugs and stuff just swarm him.
Yum, yum, yum. Okay. So that is a con save from this guy. It's a pretty miserable con save. He fails.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so I guess any bugs, any like termites or anything in the wooden boards or anything, just kind of like swarm up him.
Okay. So he's getting fucking covered in these bugs. He's like trying to scrape them off and kind of swinging his arms around. He's like, "Oh fuck!" You just hear him like yelling expletives at you as
I'm just naked
your
at my
bugs-
pocket sand.
Bucket. You pulled it out of where he will never know.
I don't know. He just saw
Lyre.
him reach behind basically and throw it when he's butt naked.
Up his cheeks.
So that does not look good when it's mud and honey that he's throwing at him.
Oh Jesus, gross. Unpleasant. Lyre, it is your turn.
Yes. I'm gonna move 30 feet up to Lostrel. So 5, 10, 15. Can I squeeze you there?
Yes, you can. Yeah.
30. Yeah, whatever. I know he's unharmed in the thing right now, but I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying on him as a bonus action.
Okay, so you cast that on Lostrel. He is laying on the floor and not looking great, but at least he's fine. He's
He
stable.
won't die now.
Mm.
So, Lyre will place like his 3 fingers on the forehead of Lostrel and cast Spare the Dying. You see in the screen sort of energy just like flicker through Lostrel, and then Lyre will reach onto his hip and grab a sickle and look up at the man in front of him, Thug 1, if you will. I still have 5 feet of movement. Can I get close to him?
You to the thug in front of
Sinza?
front of Sinza. I will, for the sake of getting you guys to be able to move around. Move Lostraw over here, so that you have access to stand.
Okay. As Lyre stands up, he'll grab like the chest of this thug and say, "Now, we all know none of you can leave alive, right?" And he'll shove the sickle up under his jaw to see if he can fucking hit him.
Roll to hit.
Yeah, I'll target him. I'm a wizard. I'm not good at the hitty hit, but we'll see.
You have advantage because you are getting flanked on both sides.
Okay.
By allies.
Attack. Advantage.
Oh yeah. Okay, I've adjusted some settings, so now it will automatically apply damage, and it will tell you whether or not you hit. So that's a bit easier. But yes, I'm not even going to make you roll damage because he has 1 hit point. How do you want to do this?
Yeah. He'll unhook the sickle from his waist and grab him by like the chest of his armor and just sort of pull him down and say, "Now remember, none of you can leave alive, and it's your fault." And then he'll just swing the sickle up so it hooks underneath his chin and sort of just shove it through and pull it down and then just let him go.
Okay. He drops to the floor. This kind of nasty mess of blood, as he is dead. He is completely, very, very dead.
And he'll turn back to the guy that shot a crossbow at him and just go, "Now you shot at me," and just start heading over that way.
He's just kind of gripping the crossbow like, "Shit!"
Just imagine it's like a jaw just attached to the sickle. You shot me.
You fucko. Okay. It is his turn. You know what? Rather than shooting at you, I think he's going to look at Ymir, and he's going to aim that crossbow at Ymir. Discard previous.
If you hit me, you're gay. Which, there's nothing wrong with that, but for the sake of the pit.
So close to that 20.
Ymir, you feel this arrow hit your armor and bounce off. It just scrapes off through the armor. It doesn't seem to land.
Power of my boobs.
God damn it. You hear him quietly curse to himself, but that is all he can do. It is the debt collector's turn. And he is continuing to wail on Kaiden. So he is going to swing with his mace. He's no longer got advantage. That's a fail, massive fail.
I'm sorry, I know I could take that.
And then a hit. And he does 4 damage to you. I can't tell if that took that off from you.
The other one didn't do half damage before.
Right,
I don't know, because it's supposed to be halved.
It is.
I don't know, I thought rage was automatic.
Multiplier, half, apply. There you go. I've got to manually fiddle around with that, so I apologise on that front, but I managed to get that done. But yes, that is all he can do. He manages to get a hit on you, and he's trying to match your energy. He's got this kind of growl on his face.
He takes off his clothes.
It seems like he's trying to keep his focus on your face and nowhere else. But he's kind of got you locked in eye contact, and is trying to effectively intimidate you, but it's not really working. Ymir, it is your turn.
I'm going to move my spiritual weapon, so it's going to be right exactly behind Debt Collector if he tries to run off. So there's going to be a spear behind him.
Okay.
I'm going to roll to hit on him, which is
D20 plus 3.
D20 plus 3. Nope, that's not gonna hit.
No.
Ymir is going to. Is it safe to say Ymir can hear the sound where the crossbow bolt came from? So can she go head that direction?
Yes, you could. You figured you could tell which direction that it hit you from, and you can hear him kind of swearing to himself as he's trying to load another bolt.
I'm gonna go and target him, and I'm gonna hit him with my purse. I'm just joking. Okay, I'm gonna roll to attack.
Yep. Okay. That hits. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for. Oh, did it roll damage already?
No.
Okay.
Okay. That is 9 bludgeoning to this dude. You kind of thwack him round the side of the head, and he reels, almost drops the crossbow, turns kind of back to you with this blood starts to smear across the side of his head. But yeah, is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay, Sinza.
Hello. I would like to move up to this guy who Kaiden is currently engaged with. Where is my thingy? I'm probably just a little bit closer. Ah! Oh no.
Just wiggle a little bit closer.
Just wiggle my way in there.
Bonk him real good.
Bonk him, and I'm going to just hit him with my great axe.
Okay.
Schmag him.
Attack. Beautiful. Fuck!
It misses.
Kind of distracted by Kaiden's clock. Her eyes kind of looking up as she swings the axe, trying not to
like,
peer
fuck.
downwards. Gotta be
You're just
respectful
in mid
for
swing,
the time being. Yeah.
super confused.
Just don't think too hard about it.
Yeah, that's all I can do for this turn. Yeah, happy where I am.
Does
Kaiden.
a switch weapon count as flanking, or does it have to be another person?
It does. It does count as a flank. It is an ally.
Okay.
Would that mean I get to roll with advantage?
You would, yes, actually. Yeah. Do you want to give
Ooh.
it another crack?
Absolutely. Don't fuck
Keep
me.
the other part in for flavor.
Okay, that was a better hit. Yep.
Yay!
Remember to target. There we go.
It's not letting me. Oh wait, no, I'm just silly. Ha 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 ha. Oh no. 1, 8. Damn, and then +4 as well.
Whoa, fucking hell. Okay.
Wow, Max.
Whoa. So, this guy takes a whopping 19
Good
damage.
fucking hit. Sinza.
Damn.
And he is looking pretty fucking rough. As you manage to get this secondary swing on him. Kaiden.
Okay, I want to try something. So I'm going to start with trying to use Thorn Whip on him. Oh.
He's very close to you. Storm Whip range.
I kind of want to try and just like whip it to grab his neck so I can pull him into an axe attack. So I want to kind of just pull him down with it and then swing the axe up, essentially.
Okay, roll to see if Thorn Whip hits, and if it does, you get advantage on your melee attack.
It says choose to do a previous roll. Or previous roll.
I'll just discard it. Just don't worry about it.
Okay. And is that with advantage then, because of the flanking?
If you oh, actually no, yeah, it would be advantage. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, just double check. Please, for Thorn Whip. I swear to God.
No, the thought again.
Okay.
The whip kind of goes around him, but it's with the mud and the honey. It just kind of
Yeah.
slides off him.
I'll just use it as like it
doesn't quite
distracts
get
him
there.
enough that I can try to swing up. Then if it
You've
just
still
hits
got
him.
advantage on the hit,
Yeah.
because of the flanking. So
There we go.
Okay,
Okay.
there we go.
oh, someone accidentally making a template there.
Lavender.
I'm sorry,
on.
don't call me out. I'm sorry.
Good enough.
He is. How do you want to do this?
Yes.
I literally just with the one with it getting caught in the honey, I imagine just going up, getting caught in his eyes a bit, where it just flicks round, and with that he kind of just has a charge to bring his axe back and just swing it clean through his jaw up to just split the front half of his face. And you just see it split a bit and the tongue kind of lugging out.
And he drops like a sack of shit. And he is out. Yum. Right. Lyre. There's only one man left standing, and he looks like he's shitting bricks. What are you doing?
I have a question for you.
Hmm.
How much would you say the newest member scrap of the Green Company weighs?
Weighs?
How much does he weigh? How many pounds? Give me pounds.
He's light because he's very small.
Is he like 1 to 5 pounds?
It's a very
That's
specific
very
number.
light. That is very light. I
I'm
don't
just-
think he's that light.
Are you
Damn it.
between 1 to 5 pounds?
What do you
I
want to
think he
do?
should be.
Because we can. We'll see about what do you have in mind.
I want to cast Catapult
No.
and sort of launch Scrap at him.
Rule of
Okay.
cool. Rule of
Yeah.
cool.
All right. So we're
I
gonna
will
roll a
an Arcana
d20.
check if you'd like. to see if
Yeah,
I
we're
can
gonna.
pull it.
You know, Arcana check. Yeah, let's
Yeah?
do that.
Alright,
You're
I'll
looking
roll
at a
it in
D.
the-
Let's say a DC 12.
DC 12. I'll roll it in the ting.
Yeah. Okay. You have.
A filthy dirty 20.
You are welcome to try and catapult the kobold.
So, I kind of just want to like reach my hand out towards Scrap and look at the Green Company member and say, "I'd like you to meet your newest member," and just throw Scrap at his head. If the Green Company member would like to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
So target him, cast catapults. First level. There you go.
Dex save. That's a 2. So.
God.
Oh fuck. Oh, it auto for some fucking reason it auto rolled, but I'll take it. I'll take the 2. So.
Say it.
How do you want to do this? What does this look like, and how do you want to do this?
Kind of just like how I described. I kind of just want to like reach my hand out towards Scrap, and just remember the annoyance he pulsed through my veins, and just sort of close my hand to the point where he's levitating, and then just introduce him to his new friend.
Ymir, all you hear is as something slaps in front of you, and there is this thunderous kind of crashing of multiple people. And the person who was stood in front of you is no longer stood in front of you, but instead smeared across the floor in a heap with quite the head injury, and he is absolutely gone. He hit the floor at a funny angle, let's call it that. But yeah. Everyone...
Did they both
It's
die? Or
just like
Yeah, no. Scrap is also now a heap on the floor and is very much not alive. He only
he
had 3 hit
unconscious?
points.
Okay, never mind.
He is out.
No.
So the 2 of them are just smears.
My God. What was the kobold's name again?
Scrap.
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 I used him as scrap.
It's fucking scrap gun.
You're still just testing. Did I get them? Did I?
Just covered in blood. Did I get there?
Oh no.
Okay. But yeah, we are now out of initiative.
Quick question: did anyone mention to Kaiden, or was Kaiden aware that like Ymir can see dead people or dead things? No. Okay. Just wasn't sure.
Sinza kind of like claps Kaiden, I'm gonna say on his ass, just for funsies.
That's fine.
As the rage ends, all of
Just,
his
like,
clothes come back and
ripping
you're
out
just
the
meat
red.
like leather.
Oh, I thought they fell off.
No, you were clock out.
What's a clock?
It's fine. Let's just see if the others are okay.
Alright. He's just like shaking the blood off. Just
Okay, watch where you spray that.
alright, yeah. Sorry.
Shaking like a dog.
Shaking like a dog. Alright, I think I'm good. Oh right, shit. 𝘏𝘪𝘨. He's gonna you completely forgot. Can he cast Cure Wounds?
You can indeed. Cure Wounds is, yeah, so if you target 𝘏𝘪𝘨, he seems to be just, like, slumped over on the floor. His face is just bruised and covered in blood. But yeah. You may need to be a wee bit close.
As this is happening, Ymir's gonna cast Cure Wounds on both Sinza and Kaiden. Just like Ymir's gonna play it off as like, hold on. And then
Okay,
Cure,
that's my face.
Cure Wounds.
I
let me go
heal
ahead
you.
and- I heal you. You're now healed. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Cure you. Okay, take 7. And then cast Cure Wounds. Oh shit! I almost cast Guiding Bolt.
God.
Guiding Bolt.
Normal. Okay. And you give 8. And Ymir is gonna go hover over Lyre, and then she's gonna be like, "You're fine.
Very cold to the touch.
Ready?"
The armor of Agathis is like freezing to the touch.
Very nice.
Okay, thank you. Yep.
Yep.
So,
While this is happening, can Sinza maybe just poke her head out of the door to just see if there's anyone else outside?
Yeah, if you'd like.
gonna make her way
Roll me a
over.
perception check.
DM, as this is happening, Ymir's gonna play it off, but she's really bad at playing it off. She's gonna search the bodies. By search, I mean loot, to see if she finds anything interesting. She's just like,
Do I see this?
Bum, bum. Roll me an investigation check.
Investigation. Okay.
wait, who?
Probably not good.
Kaiden or me?
Whoever's looting.
I just want to see. Do I see them doing this? Essentially.
Oh,
She's not
okay.
hiding it.
I'd say that Ymir's being pretty obvious, so
Okay.
you can
I'm
tell.
just gonna watch curiously.
23.
Sinza, oh my god! We'll do Sinza's perception check first, and then we'll get to what you're finding.
Yeah, no worries.
A 12.
A 12. You gotta poke your head out the door. It's your average kind of busy morning, kind of rush to go to work and things like that. Doesn't seem like there's anyone else waiting or lingering outside, and nobody in the similar uniform to the men that you've just fucking obliterated in this tavern.
Is there a like close sign, like a little like hanging sign on the door that says like the tavern's open?
Yes.
She's gonna turn it so it's closed and then close the door.
You close the door. Okay. Ymir. You kind of lean down to the body of the debt collector, whose face has been split in two. It is now puddling blood all over the floor, and you're now getting it all over your hands as you kind of are rummaging through his gear. You're able to find a map of Sihonos and 6 gold on him. He also has the mace if you want to take it. She's just standard mace.
We're just gonna take this. We're just like, she's gonna take the 6 gold piece, the bloody gold pieces, place it on the bar table. It's gonna go through, take the map, take the mace.
I'm just next to them this whole time, just doing that, and they're just patting around the blood for stuff, right?
Yeah.
I don't think you can hear them. Like,
This is her. I have a map.
Okay. I also have a map, but
Oh. I have a mace.
Pull up the mace.
okay.
Can I do something?
Yeah, of course.
Lyre's gonna sit down and put his feet up again and turn towards the orc and the lizard folk. And Toby, I'm gonna use my awakened mind and talk into their minds.
Oh boy, okay.
And just say specifically to the lizard folk first. Now, we don't want any trouble, but if you say anything, you were last seen with the kobold that attacked that god.
You see them kind of nod. Roll me an intimidation.
I'm good at that. 18.
18. Yeah, you can see the like look of like shit on his face, especially after seeing you sickle a guy through the jaw. He's like, I ain't fucking with that. And he just like takes a seat awkwardly, and just waits. The orc had been like midway through his pancakes, and is just kind of like, he looks pretty scared. Has kind of moved away from you lot.
Did he leave like the half-eaten pancakes?
Yeah.
With the
Kaiden,
lizard
nice
folk.
one.
Kaden's gonna go. You done with that?
Yeah.
Ah, cool. Still like covered in blood and just like. That's good.
With the lizard folk, into his mind again, Lyre will say, "Furthest room on the left upstairs. Go in there. You were asleep the whole time. You heard nothing."
Just nods, and kind of moves up, moves into this room, and just closes the door behind him.
He'll turn to the orc and in his mind say, "You saw nothing. You don't know us."
I saw nothing. Yep, no, seeing. I'm looking at the wall, and he's just gonna go
The
like
Green
stand in the
Company-
corner.
The Green Company knocked you out when they walked in, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, okay.
And Lyre will turn back to the group and just with a smile on his face, not saying anything.
Lohstrel is beginning to come to as he's been healed, just kind of pushing himself up. Kind of wipes a hand under his nose, and his nose is no longer kind of disjointed, but there's still a lot of blood over his face. Oh, shit. Oh. Bloody hell.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning. Is it still the fucking morning? What the fuck happened?
They tripped.
Oh shit. And he looks around the room at the mess that you have left. Oh. Okay. Yeah, what's up?
Ymir, fully covered in blood. They tripped a lot.
Our hands
Ymir,
might have slipped.
you can still see them.
Oh,
stood
fuck.
over. You can still see them stood
my
over their
God.
corpses, and kind of looking in your direction.
They'll trip harder.
Okay. I'll get the mop. He kind of looks back over to the bar to 𝘏𝘪𝘨, who is fluffed up like a scared cat, and is kind of curled up on one of the seats, having watched that display. He quickly hurries over to them, takes him by the hand, and gives him a hug. It's alright, I'm okay. I feel fine, I just feel a wee bit out of it. And they hug. I would say thank you, but I don't know. Do you know how hard it is to get blood out of wood stain? It's
Yes.
okay. You know, you're fucking psychopaths, aren't you? Okay, all right. I'll deal with it. And 𝘏𝘪𝘨 just kind of nods. As Lohstrel begins to attempt cleaning up the bodies, or at least trying to figure out what the fuck to do with them, without the guards getting informed of, a triple homicide in a tavern.
Self-defense.
Hey, this is a bit excessive for self-defense.
She's still holding onto the mace and the map.
Is there any body that's intact?
They're still kind of intact.
Okay.
I mean, there's one with like that's kind of half missing a jaw. There's one with no face, and there's one
Kaiden
that's
will just
that's
start
effectively been
propping a
split.
couple just on the bench like they're asleep. He's like, don't worry about it. They're just drunk, right?
I mean,
He
then
kind of
it's not-
leans one head next to the other, like, yeah, that's right.
The only one that is fully intact is probably the kobold, but he is still
Okay.
it's like partially a red smear against the wall.
Just picks it, peels him off. Yeah, you can go next to him.
It is this very morbid display of the four corpses at a table. You're fucking insane. You're insane.
Tada.
Tada. What the fuck? Look, this is a go. I'll tell you to get to, but at the same time, I might be able to make use of this. Are you interested in a job?
What kind of job?
Well, you made quick work of these four. Is Is that a kobold? It's just like
Dude, just-
half a kobold at the
Oh,
table.
sorry. He's just part of him that slipped off that put back together quickly. Just leans him against the solid part.
That's horrid.
The newest
Um,
member. Sorry.
What kind of job?
I'm sure you gathered that we're in quite a bit of debt. I'd be looking to have some people that have a bit more of a presence than me or my husband to go and have a chat about getting this debt wiped clean. Are you any good at talking your way out of things instead of killing?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, alright. That's better than never.
I
can
think
be
I'm very
charming.
convincing.
I don't know. I think Lyre is pretty charming.
Perhaps you could go and have a chat with the Green Company and see if you can get this debt dealt with. Because if we don't deal with it soon, they're gonna keep coming back, and you won't be around to help me next time.
Look, kindly, in the nicest way possible. I take it these are the kind of people that will want something in return for cleaning a debt, and I don't know how strong my new friends are to take out a whole gang. What do you have to offer to keep them off your backs?
We can give you all the money that we've got going. 100 gold. How's that sound?
Or, you guys are already in debt. What about free lodging, food, and drink whenever we're in the city?
We can absolutely do that.
Ymir?
Also, taverns are a good hotspot for information. So if you could also take into account anything interesting you might hear, as well as the free lodging, that would be very much appreciated.
Aye, we can keep an ear out on the ground for you while you're here. You're always welcome. Just so long as you're not staying in more of the tavern with the
I'm
corpses.
sorry.
I'm not.
Sinza? Thoughts on that agreement?
I'm more than happy for that. My question was surrounding what can we offer the gang to keep them off their backs?
Because they like to work in it's somewhat in trade, I'd say. If you do something for them, they'll do something for you.
Do we have anyone who's good at trade?
What kind of trade?
Well, I haven't traded much. Kaiden?
Well,
Do you know
I
anything
tend to
about
trade. I trade pelts and food and whatever I need. I mean, there's lots of traders in Garvik and travelers, but I don't know what they want. So
Okay.
As much as they say that Sihonos is the city of thieves, it is, but it's also a city of merchants. If you've got something good, even if it's just bodies to go and do a job for them, I'm sure that they'll do you a solid in return. And if the solid happens to be our debt, we'd be eternally grateful for
A
that.
favor for a favor, then. We ask them to clear the debt, and we do something for them.
Aye, just be careful what they're making you do. Don't get taken for a ride.
I'm sure I can find more kobolds.
I'm sure you could. And he kind of looks at Scrap, who is just partially mush, leaning on the table. I've got to figure out what to do with these before the smell makes the tavern smell worse than it already did. God. And he is going to kind of lean forward. He's like, if you can do that for us, I will absolutely honor our agreement. I just got to make sure that Deseo doesn't get caught up in my father's debt, you know? I don't want him getting hurt.
Understood.
If there's any information you're after, I'll see if I can keep an ear out specifically for that. Or I can just keep notes on what I hear.
If there's any more like me, Quanti, who come through with grimoires, let me know.
Right, I'll take notes on that. What about the rest of you? Are you looking into anything particularly, or are you just curious about the city?
If you see any Asmoths around,
You're a pretty rare sight, so it'll be an odd one to see someone like you here.
oh, she sort of like twists her head slightly as if she's not aware of that. She's like, okay.
Oh, I thought Asmos were more common.
Not in the city, no.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
He just takes it at face value. Alright.
I love him so much.
Ymir saying, I went to the best school to be the best. Oh, okay, they're the best. Alright. Cool. Best healer. We've got the best healer.
Mm-hmm. If it's not too much trouble, if you hear any whisperings on a group called the Kindred of Ash, I would greatly appreciate it.
Aye, the Kindred of Ash.
Yes.
You know that?
Rings a bell, but I don't know much off the top of my head. If I can find anything, I'll let you know.
What do you know? Like basic?
I mean, the only thing I know is there's some group of mercenaries. Sometimes they pass through here. They're not based in Sihonos, but they kind of move around. That's all I know.
Were these your friends you were looking for, Sinza?
Not so much friends, more just a rumor I'm chasing.
Ominous. I like it.
We'll go with ominous.
What about the big man? You got anything you want me to keep an eye out for?
Well, if you ever got any, like, honey in stock,
Aye.
that would be really helpful for me.
He kind of looks at you like,
I love him.
"Aw."
The man wants honey.
I need honey.
Kaiden,
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
we'll Deseo put some honey aside for the big man, and they're like,
Nice.
Okay, yes.
He needs honey.
I need honey. It's good for my spells.
We could just buy you honey, sweetheart.
But what if I run out and like I might need some?
Then
And
we
they
can
have
just
some.
buy you more.
We're gonna have to find you a bee. We'll get you a pet
Well,
bee.
otherwise I have to
Bee
find a
hive.
hive, and that's difficult.
It's difficult, but I think you could pull it off.
Okay, but what do you mean? I could just buy honey whenever I want.
So, you know how you do trade?
Mm.
Money can be used to purchase goods and services.
So, we can go into the city and we can go
Right.
to a couple shops if you want, and you can purchase honey from sellers within the city.
How do I know what they want?
Usually it's gold. So, you know how I paid for us to stay here
Yeah.
last night with that gold
With the
coin?
round metal, yeah.
Yeah. So, I can use that to purchase goods.
And everyone wants that?
Yes. To buy stuff, you need the coin.
Do you have any gold?
Okay.
Kaiden.
I've probably got some iron on me and like some bits of ore, but not like gold.
Oh, you
Right.
poor sweet man. Lyre's gonna reach into his bag and pull out 3 gold. You can
Okay.
buy a lot of honey with this.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. He's gonna give you some moss back. This is really good for healing. Like, soon you cast magic, so
Thanks.
you know.
Make sure you hold on to that special moss.
Why would I
Especially
want a handful of moss?
That,
if you're taking the moss regardless.
Just put it in your pocket. Just don't quit. Just put it in your pocket.
Kaiden's wet moss. You stick it in your
Oh,
pocket.
that's awful. His
What's-
moist
why-
moss.
why does it
Moss.
smell like that, Kaiden?
What do you mean?
Why is there like a tinge to it?
Well, there's different types of moss, so it depends on what kind of moss, right? But like, I got mine in the jungle, and there might be a little bit of blood on it.
Great.
Great. Alright, well, I'll be here. I think we're gonna close up shop for the day and make sure that the place is dealt with. But as I said, you're welcome to come back, and you don't have to. No, have a. And he's just kind of looking at the corpses at the table. It seems like he's quite distracted by this weird diorama that
Before we
Kaiden has
leave
set
you
them
to
up
your,
in.
before we leave you to your cleaning, where in the Verdant district would we find your debt collector?
So I am going to move you to the city map. So
We got a scene change. Scene change.
So, where the little token is where you guys are currently at. You are not far from the Verdant district.
Oh.
Is there someone we're looking for in particular?
I don't know who runs the Green Company, honestly. I try to keep out of gang business here. It's difficult, but I do my best.
Right.
But I know that they have a headquarters just south from here. And he will, if you offer him the map, he will draw a circle for you. If I can get the drawing tool, freehand. And points to where you are supposed to be heading.
Okay. And we just go knock on their door?
They're more likely to find you first if they catch wind that you're trying to get some work. Just
Okay.
try not to come across as a threat. And maybe don't wear any purple or yellow if you're wearing any yellow. Because they might think that you're from the other gangs. But if you just make it obvious that you're not, that you're just a passing mercenary, I'm sure things would be fine. I'm sure it'd be fine. You can handle yourselves anyway,
Okay.
I think.
All right.
Okay?
Sweet.
Alright.
Thank you.
Ymir's got a lot of yellow.
I
I think that's tattoos, though, isn't it?
I think I should get more moss just in case.
I have some moss.
Pick some green. You could use some moss, yeah.
Yes.
Wait, let's cover him with some moss.
Yes. Ymir, stand still.
Stand still, Ymir. We're gonna put some moss on you.
and with that, we are going to end our session.
Okay.
Where Ymir is getting slathered in wet moss. Which is very unpleasant. But thank you guys for playing, and thank you for watching. And we'll be back next week with the next episode. So,
Bye.
bye.
This was so fun.